All right, I think we're good. No, I think we're good. I think we're good. Let me clean off this camera real quick. I think we're cool. What's going on, YouTube? How y'all doing? I'm about to go live on TikTok as well and do a little double live stream. It's been a while, maybe a year or two since I did a double live stream, but here we are. So, welcome on replay for YouTube. If you guys are here, welcome TikTok. What's going on as you guys come in? I might do this more, might do this less. We'll see how it goes. But what's going on TikTok and YouTube? So, for those of you who are new to YouTube, to TikTok Live, to everything like that, the sooner you drop your questions, especially if you're on live, the sooner I can answer them. So drop your questions, drop your hot topics, drop your concerns, whether you're live or replay. If you're on replay, YouTube is kind of weird with the comments. I can sometimes see them, I can sometimes not. If I reply, I can't see the other reply. So I'll do my best on YouTube. But if you have a pressing question on YouTube, hit us on Instagram in the DMs and I can do a voice message back. So that's what we're doing today, just a Q&A on how to become a physical therapist and TikTok, what's going on. You guys already know how it is because I'm on TikTok live all the time. Drop your hot topics, your questions, your concerns, and all that stuff. But for those of you who are new to YouTube and TikTok, I'm Casey. I'm a physical therapist and one of the co-founders of Pre-PT Grind. And here's where we help you get into PT or PTA school without wasting time, money, stress, anxiety, and everything in between. And we also make sure you know how to make money while you're in school now instead of waiting 1.5 to 6 years until you're a PTA or PT in order to start making money, because that just makes no sense. And you guys have stuff to pay for now and student loans and life to pay for later. So that's what we help you guys with. If that's what you're looking for, if that vibes with you, you are in the right place. Drop your questions, concerns, hot topics, and everything like that. And let me know where you're tuning in from and where you are in your pre PT journey, whether you're in high school, whether you're applying tomorrow, or anything in between. Let me know and let's get started. So if you guys have questions, drop them and I'll get to them. But we're having our new Money PT live event in 5 days. In 5 days, it's crazy. In Tampa, Florida, it's our biggest one yet. It's in person, and we do have virtual tickets, live stream, and recordings are available. So get those at newmoneyptlive.com, and prices increase on Wednesday. But it is actually happening. It's crazy. In 5 days, less than 5 days technically. So go to newmoneyptlive.com if you want to learn how to make money in school now and have an online side hustle now. So newmoneyptlive.com is what we got going on. Um, so yeah, you guys have had to heard us talk about it. I don't care. Like it's so close that of course, if you want to make money, of course, this is the best place to learn how to implement it and execute on how to do that. But the goal in all this for the past, I don't know, 3 months, 2 weeks, 5 weeks, or whatever, was to make sure that everybody knew we were having an event. Because I don't want to come on this live stream in like 3 weeks. I'll do them more often, but you know, basically what I'm saying, I don't want to come on a live stream in 3 weeks or 4 weeks and somebody ask me a money question and not know that we had a money event. You guys are having problems with money. You had questions about money for the longest time, and we were like, okay, let's take care of this for you guys. We're having an event just for money, all about money for 2 days straight so we can get you right. So the goal of all this marketing stuff was to make sure at least you guys know and knew that we care about you guys making sure you have money now and your student loans are right and your scholarships are right. So that's that. So um let's get to some questions here. Let me scroll up on TikTok. Thanks for all the joins. And let's go here. Rye, what's going on? I'll get to YouTube first, then I'll go to TikTok. So how long does it take for a school to choose you as a potential student for their program? So it can take anywhere from 1 day to never. 1 day to never. When I applied to physical therapy school, they didn't let me know nothing. They were just like, hey guys, if you're thinking about applying next year, you should come in and make an appointment. I was like, what do you mean next year? I'm applying now. Y'all didn't tell me if I was accepted or not. What the heck is going on? So they didn't tell me anything. And they technically don't have to tell you anything. So how soon does it happen? It depends on the school. They can keep you updated. They cannot. They could keep you waiting around just so they have other students to choose from on their wait list if another student chooses another school. So the best thing you can do, Rye, of course, you can always message me. But the best thing you can do is just make sure that one, if the school doesn't seem too annoyed and they're responding to you and you have a good relationship with them, you can not annoyingly and not too much ask them kind of where they are in the process. Hey guys, how are things going? I applied 3 months ago. Just wanted to see what updates there were. If you were able to tell me anything, so I know how to best proceed with my application choices. Something like that is totally cool. It's totally fine. So that's that. That's how I would do it. But of course, Rye, we can get into more details. Senior in college currently, as far as I'm aware, most deadlines are in October 1st for this cycle. I haven't completed my observation hours or GRE. Should I just apply next cycle? If your specific deadlines are October 1st, you don't have to apply next cycle. But in terms of the GRE, if you don't have anything done with the GRE, if you haven't started studying or doing anything, then maybe next cycle. But there's a lot more details I need to know. There's a lot more context to give you the best answer for that in order for me to confidently say no, yes, or no, this cycle or next cycle. It's not as easy, but just as a TikTok and YouTube live stream answer, you can still apply technically this year, but there's a lot of stuff that has to go into the best answer for you. I just need a lot of context, but technically, you can apply this year. You can. You just have to have as much done as possible before the deadline. So just keep that in mind. All right. Let's go back up. Let's see. Let's see. All right, cool. TikTok questions. Let's get to some TikTok questions. Does your application have to be verified by the due date on PTCast or just submitted? So, good question. That depends on the school. I would say verified to keep it safe. If the school doesn't reply to you, or if you're not hearing anything, or if you don't know anything or can't see anything on their website, I would go by verified. I would always go by verified unless they specifically say submitted or completed or give you some other answer. I would go by verified just to be safe, but that's a good question. Will I be able to finish my PTCast essay during the workshop? Yes, I write it with you. So, yes. We got it done in less than an hour. Pretty sure we got it done in less than in an hour. I'm pretty sure we got the PTCast essay and the supplemental essays done in less than an hour. So, yeah, you can technically get it done. I tell you, write this. Okay, here's 3 minutes. Write it. Okay, this is what you need to do. Write it now. This is what you need to do. Write it now. So you literally write it with me in a workshop. It is a workshop. So yes, you can have it done if you want to have it done. Do PTs get paid good? I get paid good, so I'm fine. I don't know about all the other PTs out there. I know millionaire PTs. I know broke PTs. There's millionaire physicians. There's broke physicians. There's nurses making multiple six figures. There's broke nurses. So in everything in life, there's people getting paid good and not. Almost everything. Is the PT program hard? Yeah, on about an 8 to 10, or sorry, on about a 1 to 10 scale, people say it's like an 8 to 15. So that's what people usually say. How much info from undergrad do you need for PT school? You need some anatomy. You need to know anatomy, critical thinking, and if you have some type of customer service, that's great. Like you're in a great place. If you know your anatomy as much as you can, you have critical thinking skills, and you have some type of customer service, you're in a great spot. You don't need to know the cortical spinal tracts or the rubral spinal tracts right now. Like it's not that serious. But those three things, if you can have those, you're good. Can you join a Kines program after you just finished? 2 years of community college. Yeah, you can. Yeah, that's fine. You should be able to. How much info? Okay, I got that one. Studying anatomy and physiology. Oh, tips for studying anatomy and physiology. So I would do anything that's like an active study strategy technique. And YouTube, what's going on, guys? If you have questions, drop them in the chat as well. It's the first time in a while I'm doing a YouTube and TikTok live stream. So I'll see if I can do these more often. So we'll see how it goes. But in terms of anatomy study strategies, it's really study strategies with anything, is anything that's active. As long as you're not sitting back here like, all right, teach me something about anatomy. All right, YouTube video, teach me something. All right, let me just listen to the lecture. Let me just highlight stuff. That is all passive. When you're going to take the test, they're not testing you on how well you can sit back and listen to anatomy YouTube videos. So why are you studying like that? The best way to study is to study how the test is testing you. And they're studying you, or they're testing you on how well you can actively recall the information to answer a question. So you need to be studying and testing yourself like that. Because many people study, it's like you have a basketball game coming up, but you're practicing swimming. Well, when you go to play the basketball game, you're not going to do well because you were practicing swimming. That's how most people study, but they don't realize it. So that's what I keep in mind. Working as a oh, YouTube's got a question. Can I carry my marketing associates over to PT or PTA? Yes, you can. The major does not matter. You can have a marketing associates, but you will, if you're going the DBT route, you will have to get a bachelor's in anything. It doesn't matter. You have to get a bachelor's in something. If you're going the PTA route, then yes, your marketing associates will carry over. You just have to complete the other prereqs that you have to do and the other requirements. So yes, yes. Let me know if that answered your question. I am JH Co. Working as a patient care coordinator, hoping I can move up to a tech to get hands-on experience. Good stuff. Hope it goes well for you. Just joined. When's the workshop? Our New Money PT live events, I'm guessing that's what you're asking about, is on Saturday and Sunday this week. It's in 5 days. So go to newmoneyptlive.com if you want to learn from us how to execute and build out an online side hustle so you can make money now in school instead of waiting 1.5 to 6 years until you're a PTA or PT to start making more money than your PT tech part-time job that you kind of like, but you don't really like. It's a whole mess. So if money is a problem, if you want scholarships, if you want a side hustle, if the debt of PT school is a major factor to you, then this is the workshop or this is the event for you. We made it for you because over the years, you guys have been asking us about money, how to make money, scholarships, student loans, is PT worth it, all that stuff. We're having an entire 2-day event just because you guys have been asking us about money for the past 5 years. So we're dedicating a whole 2 days towards that. So you guys have to have seen me posting all the stuff about money, all the stuff. The goal was to make sure that after this event, nobody can ever tell us that we have not tried to help you guys with money. So that's what's going on. All about visual study groups. Yeah, visuals and study groups are good. Having really bad back pain, which is starting to cause sciatica. Have my MRI Friday. If you don't have a PT appointment already, get one. I'm guessing they're referring you to PT, but finding the root cause is always the best. So, like, what is the root cause of your sciatica? What is the root cause of your back pain? It's the questions you really have to start asking yourself. That's what I would do. That is my tip for you, especially if you're going into the rehab world. What is the root cause? Like, not saying, oh, my back hurts because I see your name has dance in it. Oh, my back hurts because I'm a dancer. Like, okay, go deeper than that. Go like 15 layers deeper than that. Like, is it the way you land? Is it the way you jump? Is it because you've been dancing since you've been 2 years old and now you have scoliosis because of the way you've been doing whatever? Is it because you always land on the right foot versus the left and you always have to turn clockwise versus counterclockwise? I don't know. What is the real root cause of this back pain and sciatica is what you should be asking yourself. All right, let's get to some YouTube. Glad that helps. I should vlog more. You know, I have a lot of respect for vloggers, whether it's TikTok vloggers or YouTube vloggers, because Yeah, I would like to vlog more, but it's not that easy. It's not that simple. It takes a lot of time. So if you guys know any editors or any, filmers, what are they called? Videographers, I would have them do all of that because filming clips with my phone, then putting it into CapCut, then putting it into, it's just a whole thing. It takes so much of my time. I would love to do them. I just need help with them. So I would love to do more vlogs for you guys. I do a lot of I am JHCO. If you're not following on TikTok, I have a whole PT vlogs playlist on TikTok. Of course, they're shorter. They're not like YouTube vlogs, but that's the best I can do right now. But yes, I like vlogs. A lot of people like vlogs, so I'll do my best, but it's just a lot of work. It's a lot of work. How competitive is PT applications? I can complete observation hours in GRE in 2 months, but I heard that it doesn't look good or on a record if it looks like you rush things. So 2 questions. How competitive is PT school applications? It's about 11.7% acceptance rate, depending on the school you apply to. So that's how competitive it is. Now, your second question is, does it look bad if they see you completed things 2 months or 2 weeks before? Not necessarily. They care more about, like, what are your scores on the GRE? And do you have the completed or do you have the required observation hours they asked for? Because technically you can finish them 2 weeks before or 1 week before. If you have what they want, they could accept you. Now, will they see the date on it? Yes. But so what? Right? If they now see that you have the same exact application and somebody else has the same exact application, but somebody else applied 7 weeks before and you applied 2 weeks before, will that make a huge difference? From who I talk to, no, it's not, because they're not going to go off of just the dates applied. Yeah, they're going to see it, but then they're going to ask more questions to you and the 7 week person who applied 7 weeks before. Then they'll make their decision based on that. So it's not as simple as, like, I just applied 2 weeks ago. Will they not accept me? It's not that simple, fortunately. So yeah. YouTube coming with the questions. That's what's up. What do you believe stands out more on your PT application? GRE scores, observation hours, recommendation letters. So out of the things, Ty Sands, out of the things you mentioned, I would say GRE first, recommendations second, and observation hours third. So out of the things you mentioned, that's what I would say. That's the order I would go in. GRE scores first, letters of recommendation second, then observation hours third. Any good free websites to study anatomy? YouTube, type in anatomy free websites to Google. I'm sure all of them are great. It's not the anatomy websites, fortunately, which is a good thing. It's not the free anatomy websites that make a difference. It's your study strategies from the information. So to make this clear, the anatomy information on all the websites are basically going to be the same, right? It's how you take the information from those anatomy websites, learn them in your head to keep it simple, then spit them back out. So you can say Khan Academy, you can say Quizlet, you can say YouTube, you can say all of them, but they all have the same information on the free websites. So which is a good thing. Now you're not stuck. If I say, oh, you only have to use Khan Academy, like you're not stuck in Khan Academy. You can use anything. You can use Google Images if you really wanted to. So that's a good thing. Starting my first fall of PT school with 19 hours, what are some tips to study to not get burnt out? So the first months or so are going to be a little fast. I just lost the question. So the few weeks to months or semester is going to be fast. So the best thing you can do right now is learn how you best learn so that you're not trying to fly this plane while learning how to fly the plane. So many people have the most problems in physical therapy school because they're saying, okay, let me learn all this new anatomy stuff or these 19 credit hours and learn how to best learn this anatomy stuff and all these other classes within these 19 credit hours. You should already know how you best learn so that when you get all this information from PT school, then you can just learn it as quick and efficiently as possible without getting burnt out. But to your question, why people get burnt out is because they're doing two things. They're trying to understand how they best learn and trying to learn all this anatomy and PT school information. It's not a good combination. So I would say learn how you best learn first. Jacoby, what's going on, YouTube? Glad to see you guys here in and out of YouTube. That's what's up. I obtained a master's degree in applied exercise physiology right after getting my bachelor's and aim to become a physical therapist. Turned 26 too soon. Am I too old? You feel behind. So to answer your question, are you too old? I mean, everybody's going to say no, right? But me saying no, I don't know if that's really going to help you. I hope it does. But I don't know if that's what you're really looking for. So I'm trying to dig deeper into your question and say, okay, you feel too old because other people are 26, 27, 28, 25, 24, and they're established in life. Or you see that you're 26 now, you're going to finish PT school at 28 or 29, then you're going to feel even more behind. That's just some thinking I guess you got to get through, or the people who might be telling you you're behind, you have to disconnect from their view of you maybe. But basically what I can think of, or what I can say right now, what comes to mind is that you're going to be 28, you're going to be 29, 32, 47 anyways. So do you want to be 37 or 29 as a physical therapist, or 26, 29, 37 as not a physical therapist? Then when you're 37, say, oh, I'm 37. Is it too late? Well, you could have started at 26 when you thought it was too late and been a physical therapist when you were 28, 29 and been done with that. So am I too old? I got to think about I might have a YouTube or TikTok video later on when I really think about the best answer I can give you to this question. But that's a good one that I always get all the time. But I just don't want to say, no, you're not too old, because I don't think that's really going to help. So if you see a video, Jacoby, about age and PT school in the near future, it's for you. When I sit down and think of a good or a better answer than that. So, yeah. Can I talk about introverts becoming a physical therapist? Sure. Mike Zilla, if you're still on, let me know. I can go a lot of different directions with that, but let me know kind of what you mean, Mike Zilla, if you're still on, about introverts being a physical therapist. Is it bad if you don't have the recommended GRE scores? If that's what they're asking for, yes. Thoughts on, I'll come back to that as well, Desiree. Thoughts on two students to one CI. I had 2 students. My last students, it was 2 students, 1 CI. I didn't have any problems. They didn't seem to mind either. It was a great time. So it's fine. I don't have any problems with it. So, but is it bad if you don't have the recommended GRE score? Oh, recommended. Okay. No, I would just email them though, because schools like to be tricky and petty and have like different things on their website. Then somebody else gets hired as somebody else on their staff, but something internally said, no, we don't have a recommended GRE score. We have a strict GRE score, but they didn't change it on the website and all this stuff. And they had meetings about it, but on their PTCast profile, they didn't change it. So you apply with the GRE recommended score, but they didn't tell anybody on PTCast or their website that it's no longer a recommended score, that it's a strict hard cutoff of a 300, but you didn't know that. Then you spent your money and time applying because you thought it was recommended, but it's not. It's going to be a whole mess. So I would double check, triple check, and ask them, is this recommended still for real? Or is like this a strict requirement? Like what's going on here? How many years of school do you have to take? After high school is 6 to 7 years. Hop on and say, thank you for the content. I'm leaning to OT. You helped me learn a lot. Thanks for stopping by, Karen. Appreciate you. Thanks for the kind words. Going to Andrews University. Great to see your advice. Good stuff, Andre. Tell everyone we said hello. Tell everyone hi. What are pros and cons between PT and PTA? How do you know This is the best field for you. Okay. So got a lot of the same. I just had to scroll through those questions real quick. So pros and cons of being a PT versus PTA. So pros of PT, you have more money. Cons, you have more debt. Pros of PTA, less school, less money. But the cons is usually you make less money. Those are the big things that everybody's going to talk about. So those are the big things you need to keep in mind. Now, that's just generally. Can it be different for people's specific situation? Absolutely. Are there physical therapists who have no debt and make hella money? Yes, absolutely. Are there PTAs who have a bunch of debt and make no money? Yes, of course. But generally, that's what you're going to see in here. PTs, you have more school, more time in school, more debt, and technically you make more money. PTAs, less time in school, usually less costs, but you make less money generally. So that's the pros and cons between it. Physical therapists, technically, you have more autonomy. PTAs, technically, you have less. But of course, there are different specifics about those as well. How many years to 6 to 7 years to become a physical therapist? Can you give more information on what New Money PT offers? Sure. So I'll say it like this. New Money PT, the New Money PT live event is designed specifically for the students who are stressed out about money, the students who don't want to be saddled in student debt for 10, 15, 20, 25 years. It's specifically made for the students who are interested in having another source of income in school now. New Money PT Live is specifically for those who are like, what are all my options to become a physical therapist who does not hate their career because of money, but actually love and enjoy their career because they have their money in order now. New Money PT Live is specifically for students who are like go-getters, who like are ready to put in some extra time, a little bit of extra effort. They're not scared of a little extra work to have a bunch of money on the back end, right? That's what New Money PT Live is made for. It's made for those students. So if you're that type of student, if you identify with, yeah, I got a little hustle in me. Yeah, I would like a side hustle. Yeah, I don't want to be in debt forever. Yeah, I would like to be in PT school or college or PTA school while I'm studying, having my bank account have money in it, having people pay me for a solution that I'm helping them with. Like that's what New Money PT was designed for. It's designed for those students. If you're not that student, don't worry about it. It's fine. Like you can get free content online, look at our free content, whatever about money, and learn from there. Right. But New Money PT is designed for those students who are like, I don't want to be stressed out about money. PT school is a lot, but I want to be a physical therapist. What should I do? How should I be thinking? How can I start now to make sure my money is right and I can start making money now instead of waiting 1.5 to 6 years until I'm a PTA or PT to then start making money, to then say I'm in all this debt, to then say, how am I going to make it back? To then say, I regret my career because of money. Why did I do all this? No, no, no. We're stopping all that now for the students who are interested in doing that. If students don't want that, then great. They don't have to come to New Money PT Live, but we have students who are interested in that and have been asking us for help with that problem. So that's why we created New Money PT Live. That's what it, I guess, offers. And that's what we're trying to help solve with this event, in person and virtual. So if that's you, then we made it for you. If that's not you, that's okay. You don't have to come at all. Keep doing your thing. So hope that answers your question. Um, Daham, I guess. D, I'm gonna just call you Dr. D. I hope that answers your question. And if you have any more questions, let us know in the DMs or if you're still online. All right, let's get to some YouTube questions here. Yeah, definitely not too old. Still here. Cool, cool. Interested in applying to becoming Mike Zilla, if you're still here, tell me more about your question. You said, can I talk about introverts becoming a physical therapist? Give me some more context. Like, what do you mean? Like what are you scared of? What are you afraid of? Like, give me some more context to your question so I can answer that the best for you. Like, physical introverts becoming PTs, like what part of that? Is it like talking to the patients? Is it talking to your boss? Is it asking for a raise? Is it like asking your clinical instructor for help? Kind of tell me more if you're still on. I'm interested in applying to become a physical therapist assistant. Could you please guide me on whether I need to complete a PTA school? So, if you want to be a physical therapist, Hawaiian boy, sorry, if you want to be a physical therapist assistant, you have to go to physical therapist assistant school. You can't just be a kinesiology major, then apply for a PTA job. You can apply for a PT tech job, which is an entry level job. But if you want to be a licensed physical therapist assistant, you have to go to PTA school and pass the PTA board exam. It's like saying if you want to be a physician assistant, you can't just get a biology degree and be a physician assistant. You have to go to PA school, pass the board exam, and become a PA. So hope that helps. Best way to minimize student loan debt. Um, Funny you ask. Hope you heard my rants about the New Money PT Live event. Josh McCarroll, I'll just put it right here. New Money PT Live, or just go to newmoneyptlive.com. I'll just put it here. But that's what it's all about. But basically, 3 ways that I did it. There we go. But basically, the 3 ways I did it was keep my expenses as low as possible, increase my income, and then I invested in myself and other vehicles to make my money work for me. I thought I was charging my phone this whole time. Oh, there we go. Sorry, TikTok. But that's how I did it. So, what's the best way to minimize student loan debt? You keep your expenses as low as possible, whether that's not go to PT or PTA school at all. Choose a lower cost school, choose a lower cost of living, whatever you need to do. Next, increase your income. Have an online side hustle, offline side hustle, have an inheritance. I don't really care what it is. Have some more money. That's basically the gist of it. Oh, but I can't have, oh, but I'm too busy. Oh, what? All right, fine, whatever. Then this answer is not for you. Don't even worry about it. But make more money. Number 3, that extra income that you have, invest back in yourself to learn more things to make you more money, or invest in stocks, real estate, Roth IRAs, crypto, whatever it is, so that your money can do the work without you having to spend every single time, second, minute in exchange for money, because we only have so much time, right? So that's how I did it. In your experience when taking the GRE, what sections were more challenging to you? I used Kaplan for the GRE. I used the flashcards as well. I did as many practice problems as possible when it came to quantitative section, because that's the best way for the quantitative section, is to do as many problems as possible so you're prepared for anything they ask. And how did I improve my scores? I took it one time. So I had a 300 and I took it one time. But Ty Sands, if you're interested in a GRE prep course, we have one. There are tons of free things out there. So go try all the free things. If they're still not working for you and you want our help, we have a GRE prep course called the GRE Code. But you can use any of them. There's free GRE prep books at the library. So go try those out. All that stuff. If you're still struggling and you want our help, reach out, talk to us. We can help you. I feel like I'll be burnt out from having to talk to patients all day, also holding conversations, long period of sessions. Okay, so talking to patients. So I get them to talk. This is the only time I talk a lot. You can ask Joseph, you can ask my family, you can ask friends, you can ask anybody. I don't be talking like this. The only time I talk this much is when I'm on a live stream. If we were in a single conversation, I'd be asking you all the questions and I'd make you talk. That's what I do in the clinic. I don't talk that much. You put all the pressure on the patient. You make them talk. Oh, how's your knee? Oh, how's your family? Oh, tell me more about this. What do you mean by that? Where are you going for vacation? How was it? How long will you be there? You make them talk. You have them do all the work, and that can help you being burnt out. Now, if you're still getting burnt out from listening to people, that's a separate problem. And you might want to go into your own private practice, or you might want to go into a non-clinical PT career, or you might want to go into management or something like that, if that's the problem as well. So, but those are the 2 things I would say for your problem. All right, let's get to some TikTok questions again. OT and PT. So here's how I would explain the difference between OT and PT. Now, if there's any OTs on here, live or replay, hey, I'm just answering this question to make it as simple as possible. So if y'all don't like this answer, F it. I don't really care. How about you come up with a better answer? All right. But to answer your question about OT versus PT, how I like to explain it is if I had a problem with this cup and drinking, a physical therapist would say, let's fix the hand. You have a problem drinking from this cup. Let's focus on the hand. To keep it simple, I know OTs, oh no, OTs, all right, just let me explain. Jeez. That's what a physical therapist would do. An occupational therapist would say, okay, they have a problem drinking from this cup. How can we make the cup or something else around here easier for the patient to drink from? So not only would the OT say, let's fix the hand, they would say, let's fix the cup as well. Hope that makes sense. But that's the easiest explanation I've come up with over the years when I've gotten this question. Because I didn't know. I was in PT school and I was like, I don't know the difference. Don't be asking me. So hope that helps. Going for nursing, thinking of switching to physical therapy, good stuff. Letters of recommendation. Can good letters of recommendation outweigh a low GPA? They cannot. But that doesn't mean you cannot get in with a low GPA. But they don't outweigh a low GPA. But they are still factors that are considered, but they do not outweigh a low GPA. Hope that's clear. Best clinical hours to have, whatever kind you want. Pros and cons between PT. I think I got that one. Kinesiology is a good major. That's fine. I got the PTA question. There's a 56-year-old in your class. There you go. Pros and cons about OT. Not too sure about that. I'm not an OT. So good question. I'm just not sure. What are pros and cons? Oh, I got that one. Clinical hours. I applied. Your GRE scores is underneath their minimum. You would ask what their restrictions are. Like, is it a hard cutoff or is it recommended? Is it soft? Is it strict? If it's strict, you need to take it again. College tomorrow. What does undergrad to DPT process look like? Yisha or Yishai, go to acceptanceguides.com or go to our link in bio. You guys know how the internet works, or go to our website, preptgrind.com, and get our free guides if anybody is kind of lost or wants some details about how this whole process works to become a physical therapist. Hey, we got 10 on YouTube. That's what's up. I don't think I've ever had 10 on YouTube. Yeah, I'll be going live on YouTube more often. I appreciate y'all, YouTube. That's what's up. What was I saying? Sorry, got distracted by YouTube. What does undergrad to DPT process? Yes. Acceptanceguides.com. They're free. Go download them if you want all the information on how this process works to become a physical therapist. I break it all down. There's 3 free guides, 12 on YouTube. That's what's up. Appreciate y'all. Acceptanceguides.com. It's free. Go download them. That's how you get all the details on how this process works to become a physical therapist from start to finish to all the little things. So go get those. I broke it all down for you. It's free. Just go get them and you'll be locked in. How much debt from PT school? Will I make 6 figures out the gate as a doctor? You can. Will you make it? I don't know. I don't know you and your situation and your drive and your negotiation skills. I don't know any of that, but it is possible to make 6 figures as a new grad PT. It's possible. How much debt from PT school are people in? Anywhere from 0 debt to 250K in debt. It depends on the person. How do you feel about the new 2-year hybrid programs? I would do them. If I was doing physical therapy school all over again, I would love a hybrid program. I skipped class in PT school, like not all the time, but a lot during my like 2nd and 3rd-ish year when we were starting pre-PT grind. I would have loved a 2-year hybrid PT program. I would have loved it on the beach, in anywhere you wanted, in the bed, outside, in a condo in New York City, as long as you got Wi-Fi connection, a 2-year hybrid PT program, I would have loved it. But again, everybody's not like that. So if that's not what you like, then no worries, but I would have loved it. Is the GRE code up to date? Yes, it is. Yes, the GRE code is up to date because we teach it differently. We don't teach it based on, we don't teach, our GRE prep course is not like Kaplan, Princeton. It's not like that. So we don't, so what we teach doesn't factor on the GRE changing their format. And the good thing about the GRE changing the format is that they're just cutting stuff out, which is great. They're not like changing the questions and changing this and changing how it works. They're just cutting stuff out. So the changing of the GRE format is not as big a deal as people think, because it's not like they're asking different types of questions. They're just like, we're making it shorter. So that's it. We're just cutting this out. That's it. So that's the good thing. Would you rather go to a 65K tuition school for 3 years or a 110 school that is a hybrid 2-year program? Extra year of working is better. 65, 40, 50. It could be about the same. It also factors that you got to factor in your cost of living as well, Mike Zilla. So if the tuition for the hybrid school is 110, right? But what is your cost of living? Is that an extra 50K, 30K, 0K? Because that 110K school could be 170, right? With your cost of living and interest and all that stuff. So, and is that a 65K for 3 years? You got to factor in that cost of living too. So very good question, but you just got to factor in the total cost of everything for you to get the best answer with that. 3 years. So here's what I would do. Knowing everything I know now, Mike Zilla, with that question, I would choose the 3-year program because I was working in physical therapy school, which is basically what we're teaching at newmoneyptlive.com or you guys know at New Money PT Live, our event this weekend coming up. That's what we're teaching. So right now, knowing everything I know now, I would do the 65K program for 3 years because I would have already been making money in school. So it doesn't matter if I took an extra 3 years because that opportunity cost that you're talking about is a non-factor because I'm making money in school now and I'm not waiting 1.5 to 6 years. But Mike Zilla or anybody watching this, if you're not making money in school or you don't want to, you have to keep that opportunity cost in mind. Because if you're waiting 6 years, then yes, that is a big factor. But if you're already making money in school, then that opportunity cost is negated because you're making money now, if that makes sense. But good question, but that's what I would do. Thinking about it again, knowing everything I know now, I would choose the less expensive one. Easily. I would have liked it to be hybrid still because that's my vibe. But yeah, hope that helps. Good question though. How much time to study for the GRE? I like 2 months. 2 months. Does PT school cover everything that's in the board exam? Yes. The main job of physical therapy school is to help you pass the board exam. Accelerated PT programs, yes, there are tons. Well, I wouldn't say tons, but yes, there are many accelerated PT programs. Is New Money PT Live your program? So it's a live event, but we have virtual tickets to it. So yes. So basically how our programs work is we have getting you into physical therapy school programs. Then over the years, you guys have ran into another problem. Once you got accepted in a PT school, you guys were like, hey, help me with this money thing because student debt in PT school is expensive. So we were like, okay, let's help you with the money thing. So now we have a separate set of programs to help you with the money thing. So I guess technically New Money PT Live is one of our solutions, but it's a live event. We do have a program around money. We're going to be talking about it at the New Money PT Live event. If that's really interesting to you. So yes, if money is a big thing, just come to the New Money PT Live event. And I was gonna save this, but since the live is jumping, there is a promo code for the New Money PT Live event. I was gonna wait until Wednesday, but for those of you who are on, if you are really interested in making some money, I don't know, YouTube, can you give me likes? I don't know if YouTube I can see likes on here, but let me know if that interests you because I understand everybody doesn't really care about money like that. or having a side hustle or doing all that stuff, which is fine, which is great. I don't mind at all. This is not for everybody. I'm talking to a specific person here who is kind of like a hustler like me, and Joseph's like, let's go, let's do this. But if nobody really is like, nah, I just want to get into PT school, let me know. I will not share the promo code. So let me know. I saw a little bit of hearts, but let me know. If y'all want the promo code, I'll say it 3 times only right now. Go to newmoneyptlive.com. Go to newmoneyptlive.com and type in Money Maker in all caps. And you'll get $50 off the ticket price. Money Maker. Go to newmoneyptlive.com. Type in Money Maker. If making money is your thing, it's your vibe. If you want to come to the New Money PT Live event virtually, and that is your promo code for $50 off. All right. If y'all take advantage of it, great. If it goes away sometime and you didn't take advantage of it, oh well, I don't know what to tell you. But since the live is lit tonight and I'm going to have to get off in maybe 10 minutes, that's what you guys can put in. $50 off, newmoneyptlive.com. Moneymaker is the code. Moneymaker is the code. So I only got 10 minutes left. I think about 10 minutes left. Working as a PTA, personal trainer. Yeah, that's fine. Rehan, I'm probably butchering your name, but yeah, that's fine. Yeah, PTA, personal trainer. Yeah, that's all good. How would you make that money in school, or is it just answered in the New Money PT Live event? So making that money in school, I would do an online side hustle. So basically, I would find something I was good at, something I like to do, or something I was interested in doing, and saying, who has the problem that I need solved? And I would make an online solution for that. Whether that's a call with somebody, you can charge people for a call. You can make a bunch of videos. You can be a Twitch streamer. You can have a YouTube or TikTok channel and solve people's problems and get paid for it. Y'all seen the NPCs? Like, there's money being made in doing anything. So you can do anything. But basically, I would just pick something that either I wanted to do, I like to do, or I was already good at, and say, who needs that solution to this problem? So if you're a personal trainer, can you help people lose weight or build muscle or eat better online? Simple. That's it. Like, the information to do that is free online. Go learn it. Go do it. So what we're helping people with is actually executing that plan, because you can go learn all the stuff, but putting it into practice is a whole different beast. So that's how I would think about it, Justin, like making money in school. Like, what can I do that does not take a lot of my time away from me, from my studies, whether that's online or offline? And how can I charge people for it? Or how can I make my solution so good that people will want to give me their money? That's how I would think about it. Let's see what I can get to in the next 6 minutes here. Let's see. What do you think about working in pediatrics? It's all good. I like it. What job do you recommend while in PT school with a degree in kinesiology? Uber driving, personal training, being a YouTuber, having a YouTube channel, selling notes online, coaching basketball, referee, weight loss programs, anything, anything. So many things you can do. It's 2023. There's so many things you can do. First interview this week. Any tips on a multi-mini interview? Be more interested than trying to be interesting yourself. What do you think of Toledo? I'm sure it's great. No big thoughts about Toledo. 4.0. No, it won't look bad if it drops. Did you ever consider PA? I did not. Yes, you need to take the GRE now. Would I be able to do PT assistant at community college, then transfer to PT school? Only at no, you still need your bachelor's. Natty, you still need your bachelor's. I shadowed at a hospital, going back to YouTube here. I shadowed at a hospital that saw both ortho and neuro patients this past summer. Can I say I shadowed in both settings? Yes, you can. You can say both. Absolutely. How do you see yourself working? How do I see myself working? Might be a second part to that question. Don't go to PT school as a means of cutting down expenses. Do you not need to go to PT school? Yeah, so basically I was talking about if you want to save a bunch of money, you can just not go to PT school, right? So I think the question or what we were talking about is like, how can you be debt free or something like that? And I was like, well, you keep your expenses low. And if you really want to keep your expenses low, you can just not go to PT school. That is an option. You don't have to become a physical therapist. So that's what I was talking about. Hope that makes sense. Consider PA or OT. I did not consider PA or OT. I considered pharmacy and I chose PT. Internship at a pediatric setting. I think it's good. I believe it's Mia. I forgot. I'm sorry. Mia or Maya. But what's going on? Glad to see you here again. Can you be an RA in PT school? Yes, you can. Sassy Man Apocalypse. Maybe next time. I got to go soon. Did you ever consider travel PT? I have. I have considered it. GPA in undergrad, 3.4. Then I applied again with the 3.7 to PT school. Thank you for your great videos. Thank you. Appreciate it, Pouncy. Tyler, tell all your pre-PT friends, acquaintances, people you meet in the future about us. Thanks for the kind words. How much does a GPA influence your entry? A whole lot. A bunch of a lot. Yes, so we have a question about the New Money PT Live event, difference between a general ticket and a VIP ticket. So if you want to come to the New Money PT Live event, again, the code is MONEYMAKER for $50 off. If you want to come in person, next year to the New Money PT Live event, and you want a post-event roundtable with myself and Joseph, then the VIP ticket is for you because the VIP virtual ticket comes with an included in-person ticket to next year's event and a roundtable to after this event this year. So if you're like, I want to come next year and I want more help and more information after the event, then the VIP ticket is for you. If you're like, I just want to come to the event virtually and have all the recordings and live stream, then the general ticket is for you. So great question, but that's the difference. How much does a GPA influence? It influences a lot. That's one of the first factors they look at, but it's not impossible. It's not impossible to get in with a low GPA. That's like our specialty. And can you, if you guys are getting tickets to the New Money PT Live event, can you let me know if the link is working? It should be working, but we just changed over our software and I have a suspicion that something might be a problem. So if you guys can let me know, DMs, Instagram, emails, whatever that is, I would greatly appreciate it. Our software just switched over like 2 days ago, so let me know. Does PT cover? Yes. What injuries do I most see? Knee, back, neck, ankle, stuff like that. Thoughts on PT aid? Great. I think they're great. Got into PT school in another state. Could you come back to your home state and practice? Yeah, absolutely. Go into PT school and want to do sports physical therapy, travel PT. Yeah, you can do that. If you have your license, if you're a physical therapist and you have your license, you can do anything you want. Sports PT, travel, teaching, you can do anything. It's your license. Radiology tech compared to PTA? I have no idea. I have no idea about radiology techs. Yeah, I'm not sure. How can you make 500 extra a month in any way you want? You can cut grass, you can shovel snow for 500 a month. Or you could be an online personal trainer for 500 a month. You can teach a second language. You can teach people how to get scholarships. You can do anything. Any more essay writing workshops? No, but it's pre-recorded. If you go to preptessay.com, the essay workshop is there. So it's done for you. The essay workshop is done for you. So yeah, go to preptessay.com and your essay workshop is waiting for you. Recommend accelerated programs for the right person. I recommend accelerated programs. ACL rehab, you want to get extension as quickly as possible, full extension, knee extension as quickly as possible. What do you get for the VIP ticket? Oh, so you guys had the same question. Cool. So Pouncy, for the VIP ticket, basically for the New Money PT Live event, if you want an in-person ticket for next year and you want an extra roundtable question Q&A session after the event with myself and Joseph to help you even more, then the VIP ticket is for you. And there's some descriptions on the website page as well. But if you're like, no, I just want what I see on the page for the general admission virtual ticket, then that's for you. But if you're like, I want to come in person next year and I want to lock in my ticket now and I want some more help after the event, then the VIP ticket is for you at newmoneyptlive.com. So, but again, let me know if the link is working. It should be working, but I have a suspicion. Do you have a favorite facet? Or I like ortho. I like both. Technically, everything's neuro. I'll have to explain that on another live stream, but technically, orthopedic PT is neuro PT, if you really think about it. How many years does it take to be a PT in an accelerated program? Accelerated programs are usually 2 years. Thoughts on exercise specialists? I think they're great. Virtual conference be recorded and available to watch later? Yes. It's all recorded, live stream, and recordings to the New Money PT Live event. Yes, you get live streams and recordings to our past Money Live events and this one this year. So yes, all recordings, all live streams, you get them all from past years and this year. So yes, PT Compact. Technically, I'm on ortho PT, but I just said ortho is technically neuro PT. Why is your knee hurting? It could be a lot of reasons. Usually swelling, and they just technically drilled into you. So, yeah. Okay, I'll answer this question, then I got to go pick up somebody from the airport. But technically, everything is neuro, because when you have an orthopedic injury outside of like a blunt force trauma, like let's just say you had a non-contact ACL tear, something in your muscle physiology was not firing right. The neurology was not firing right for you to make that cut or stop or change directions, or something over time in a chronic injury was not firing right or got tired because of the neural circuits to cause that orthopedic injury. So yes, you have knee osteoarthritis, but that's not the root problem. The root problem was because the quads weren't firing correctly with the hamstrings because of the neuro problem. So yeah, good question though. All right, guys, I got to go. It was fun. newmoneyptlive.com. The code is moneymaker for $50 off. See you guys soon. If you have any questions I couldn't get to, DM me on TikTok or Instagram. Have a good one.